So housing is primarily a national competence. I mean, there is nothing in the EU treaty about housing, but now there's a consensus around Europe that actually the EU produce policies which have an impact on housing. So the answer is that, okay, the government has to do something at the national level, and I explained this in my first answer, but definitely the EU has a role to play. First of all, the EU has a role to incentivize member states to continue to invest in housing rather than to cut spending on housing. And obviously, want to avoid the EU jargon, but the EU has the possibility to make some recommendations for macroeconomic policies on member states. And we believe that those recommendations should be about continue to have a reasonable level of spending on affordable housing. So that's the first thing. Then we know that the EU is able to produce a lot of recommendation and guidance notes related to the legislation that they produce. For instance, on the public procurement. Public procurement is an important instrument for housing providers in Europe, and we need to be more innovative and to include the SMEs to make sure that the guarantee of performance in the field of renovation. There's a lot of things to do around public procurement, and the EU can guide member states to do that. So this is another area. And the third area is about direct spending from the EU in social housing area. The European Investment Bank is a key player today in terms of providing the necessary fund for affordable housing. The EIB current volume in terms of lending for social housing is more than 6 billion euros, and it's important that it continues because it provides long-term, low-cost capital for supply of affordable housing. So in that sense, EU, through the EIB, but also through the European structural funds, and hopefully through the Juncker Fund in the future, can provide direct support to social housing, social cooperative and public housing that we represent.